Assalamu alaikum. I'm Dr. Afsheen Salahuddin and I work in Beacon House National University in the School of Education. The topic of my presentation is enhancing English language narrative writing skill through teaching synonyms and antonyms. The present research study has utilized some interesting techniques for enhancing the English language narrative writing skill through increasing the students' knowledge about synonyms and antonyms. Thornberry has stated that coining and acquisition of new words is a never ending process in every language community. Another research that was conducted by Castillo showed that the text quality is improved if the vocabulary knowledge enhances. Most of the English language students find it difficult to write in an impressive manner due to having short vocabulary, especially the synonyms and antonyms, as they tend to repeat the same words again and again in their writings instead of utilizing the alternatives to the same words. This is something that English language teachers have to face a lot. Sometimes students have a lot of ideas, but they're not able to express their ideas properly due to their short vocabulary. The present research study is quantitative in nature and single group pre-test post-test design was utilized in the study and the scores were calculated and compared. The range and average scores were also calculated to estimate the overall improvement of the students. We know due to the semester system, teachers have limited time, so that is why no control group was could be arranged by me because of certain restrictions or limitations to the timetables and clashes in the classes. That is why I had to do this or finish this research study within a single semester, and I had to utilize single group pre-test and post-test design. The objective of the study was to develop English language learners' narrative writing skill by making them learn synonyms and antonyms. The research question which was developed was, will the English language narrative writing skill be developed by enhancing students' knowledge of synonyms and antonyms? I took an intact group of 40 students, and the students were studying in the first semester in a private sector university of Lahore City. Students were taught English language synonyms and antonyms through various strategies for one semester, and they had two sessions of 1.5 hours per week. The pre and post test consisted of writing a narrative on a given topic, and the total marks for the pre and post test were 20. So, various strategies included giving them a word bank and then asking them to write down a narrative, or giving them some worksheets to choose the best word or best synonym or antonym that would fit in the writing. And there were other strategies as well, like conducting a quiz competition among the two groups, or using the word change strategy, so that each student will have to build up or think of the synonyms um, in turns of a particular word. So word chain activity also helped a lot, and other strategies also helped a lot in making the students learn new words. The results of the pre and post test showed that the students had an improved English language writing skill after they learned new synonyms and antonyms, and they were given marks on the basis of the usage of the synonyms and antonyms in their narratives, which they wrote in pre and post test. As you can see, that in pre test, the scores are lower, while in post test they have scored higher because they were given the motivation that if they tend to include more synonyms and antonyms in their writings, they will be given more marks. And you can see the range of pre-test was 5 to 13 marks, while the post-test range was 11 to 18. And the average pre-test score was 10.6 out of 20, and average post-test score was 14.2. The limitations of the study were that the research took place for one semester and could not be extended for the next semesters because the university where the research took place had the policy of shuffling students in every semester. So I could not get the same students in the next semester. So I had to wind up my study uh, for that one particular semester only. And the time of each session could also not be increased due to the busy timetables of the students and some course clashes, as some students were repeating the course, so the timetable of course was different from the others. The classroom's availability was also an issue due to the clashes of sessions. That is why uh, the research was limited to one section only and to one semester only. The study was limited to only 40 students only, so that was the limitation, so that the teacher would be able to instruct and teach them effectively, because language teaching requires a lot of interaction with the students, and the teacher has to move around, interact with each and every student. It's not like giving a lecture and then move out of the classroom. It's not like teaching other subjects. It's different. And it is concluded that enhancing the knowledge about synonyms and antonyms is effective for a better English writing skill. There should always be some silent reading in the classrooms, and after reading, the new words should be noted in some notebook by the students and shared with the class. The teachers should make sure that students learn new words weekly or daily, and they should be asked to share new words along with their synonyms and antonyms with their fellows. This way, the vocabulary increases. Plus, if there is competition in the classroom, like if you divide class students into groups and ask them to, share their synonyms or antonyms, or ask synonyms or antonyms from each other, then this also enhances their vocabulary. And each classroom should also have a small library, like a space called library corner. I've seen this strategy in some of the, schools, like in Beacon School, where I've also taught. So this can be extended to the university or college level as well, because English is, of course, not our first language. So this needs to be done. And this would inculcate students' interest to read and learn new words. Thank you so much. And if there are any questions, I am available.